It's a story many of you have been asking for, a candid look at what life was like for the biological parents of Kamiyah Mobley before, during, and after her kidnapping as an infant.
And tonight, Keitha Nelson's sitting down with her father, Aiken, and he's opening up like you've never seen before.
It was like 97 when we first met.
Kamiyah Mobley was 15 years old when she met the man who she would experience the unthinkable with, Craig Aiken.
She was funny. She was also aggressive, you know. She reminded me a lot of her daughter, Kamiyah.
Things moved quickly for the pair. Within months, they lived together and were expecting a baby girl.
We was going through things in the beginning of the relationship, but once we found out she was pregnant, we started planning for the baby.
Born in Jacksonville, raised on the city's north side, Aiken found himself caught up, arrested on drug charges.
It was like 7 months into the pregnancy or something like that when I got incarcerated. We spent most of her pregnancy together.
Jail is where Aiken would find out the happiest of news, only to soon after hear devastating words from an officer.
But the baby never made it there, and instead was taken downstairs and off hospital grounds.
She said, I have good news and I have bad news. I said, what's the good news? Because I'm already in jail, what can be worse than this? She said, your daughter Kamiyah was born, 7 pounds, 8 ounces. So I asked her what the bad news was. She said, your daughter was kidnapped. As far as I knew about kidnapping, it only happened on TVs and movies. Not to a person like me. Last time I remember at the time, she was like, Craig, are you okay? And I remember telling her no.
He cried in his jail cell 3 days later.
It did a lot to me because I felt like I didn't do my job to protect her or Kamiyah.
His relationship with the mother of his now missing child quickly fell apart.
It's really hurting me inside. I cannot sit and hold her. Will you please bring me back my child? That's all I ask from you is my child back.
Trying to talk to Shanara the next day, I heard the pain in her. She blamed me too, and I can understand that. Because at that time, we was all we had.
A month later, the sadness people appeared to feel for Mobley and Aiken grew into suspicion.
You know, I'm riding on the city bus. I'm hearing people talk about it. They're talking about me. The father had something to do with it. The mother had something to do with it. I'm sitting right there and they're talking about me. Don't even must know me. Not even must trying to get to know me. They turned their back on us in our time of need.
With more support, Aiken believes his child would have been found sooner. Support
from the community, from the city, from the hospital, from, you know, anybody that could have had a voice to help us find our daughter. It took 20 years later for people to finally stop saying we had nothing to do with it.
Aiken and Mobley's relationship would never be the same, but they united for her, their baby girl, Kamiyah.
We always call each other on her birthday. You know, we always put aside what we had, you know, bad feelings, anything around Kamiyah's birthday, things like that. She always take a piece of cake and put up for Kamiyah. She have always done that.
After DNA tests proved conclusively that she was Kamiyah Mobley, stolen from a Jacksonville hospital years earlier, police arrested.
They've always held on to a feeling that she was still alive somewhere out there until they were able to see her hold her him for the first time ever in January of 2017.
I don't know, it was like breathtaking. Like, you know, I swear she looked to me like Shanara. She just looked beautiful and she just looked like the rest of my kids, and I just wanted to grab her and not let go, and that's what we did. You know, we hugged for a long time.
Life sped up, appearances on national TV.
I just kind of left like, let me process this a little bit.
Suffering. on so many levels.
Kamiyah's kidnapper sentenced to 18 years.
That is my child. I am your mother, Kamiyah.
A movie is made,
Your birth parents have waited a long time for this day.
and so are assumptions.
I haven't received nothing from Kamiyah, nothing from Shannara, nothing from no city or anything. I work hard for everything I got.
They're now together, working hard to make up for stolen time.
A lot of people say she look like me. She love taking pictures with me.
As for the other women in this equation,
It's not Gloria blood pumping through Kamiyah, it's our blood. And the resemblance that she have is of us, not of Gloria. So, to me, she's no competition to now one of us. But when Shannara is ready to deal with that, she will.
I've interviewed Craig Aiken a number of times, and he has never been this candid before. We went over a number of topics. I even had him answer some of your questions that you posted online. Now, right now, you can catch the full interview in a First Coast News web exclusive at firstcoastnews.com. In the Information Center, I'm Keitha Nelson, First Coast News on your side.